Hey guys, how's it going? I just stopped into the house to see what kind of progress they're making, and they're making a lot. So I'm gonna put a little video in there to show you. And then I am going to go and get my CAT scan on CD so I can take it to the doctor on Friday. And I've been actually having kind of a frustrating morning because I'm tired of being sick. I'm tired of being sick. And I had the thought occur to me this morning that, and I feel guilty even saying it, but I had the thought occur to me that if it turned out that I had a terminal illness, that I would be okay with that, because I have struggled with being sick off and on for so long, and my quality of life is poor, and I'm tired of living like that. I struggle a lot more than I talk about or that I let on, and I'm tired of it. But then, immediately after I thought that, I felt guilty because, I have a lot of obligations to my children and to my husband. And I actually feel really guilty that I married my husband, because I had no idea that I would have this many health problems, and it's difficult for him. It's an encumbrance to his life. I mean, I'm an encumbrance to his life. No, he wouldn't say that, but it's true. It's definitely true, because even though I try not to let these health issues get in the way of our daily lives, I've been sick for a year, roughly. And the minute that I started to feel healthy again, now I'm having more serious problems. And I'm just frustrated. I try to use my energy as best as I can so that it doesn't affect the people around me. But I'm not sure that it's enough, to be honest with you. I don't think it's the same as having a spouse who is enjoying their life because they're healthy, But, so that entire track of thinking started to smack of feeling sorry for myself, and that's not really something I appreciate very much. So I decided to get pissed off instead, which is usually what I do. At some point I get sad, and then I get angry, and right now I'm angry. And so what I've decided to do is make as many doctor's appointments as I need to with all these specialists who I have to see, and I can promise you that they are more than I tell you about. And I'm gonna try to fix this. But I'm at the end of my rope right now. I'm so frustrated. I'm so tired of falling apart. I'm so tired of it. I don't want to live like this. I can't help but to say that. I just don't want to. I've never felt at the point where I didn't want to live like this so much that the thought of dying didn't scare me, And then I was thinking about that, and I think that, when you're feeling really sick, it's kind of like your body's way of preparing you, or your mind's way of preparing you that you're going to die. And when you get to that end, I think it doesn't feel scary. But that's not my time to think that way right now. That's not for me yet. But I can definitely see how death would not feel scary to somebody who's struggled with health for a long time, because sometimes living is not very enjoyable if you feel bad a lot, It's kind of a funny thing, but Not funny in a ha-ha way, but more funny in a, like, ridiculous way. That when my husband introduced me to his parents, and they would tell me, you know, things about myself, one of the things they would say often is that they thought I was too sickly. And at the time, I didn't have any known health problems. So I would get really frustrated that they were telling me that all the time. They would tell me over and over again that they thought I was unfit for numerous reasons to be dating their son. And one of them was that they thought that I would be sick and that they thought my DNA was inferior, basically. And it kind of pisses me off to get to this point where I am too sick, you know? I don't want them to be right about that. So I'm frustrated about that too. And I'm also frustrated because, you know what? When I tell you guys that I was a nerd growing up, I mean, I was a nerd. Not just a sensitive nerd, not just a smart nerd, not like a, oh, I'm pretty but smart nerd. You know what I mean? I was a nerd. Like, when all the little girls used to run together and giggle, I didn't know what they were giggling about. I was a nerd. I'm talking braces and headgear, slobbering on myself, so hopelessly nerdy that I couldn't figure out how to not be nerdy. And all of those big fucking brain cells in my head, I can't figure out how to save my own ass. And I'm pretty frustrated about that right now. I mean, my God, if you have to live through adolescence being that big of a nerd, you should be able to, you know, save the world. But if you can't, you should be able to at least save your own self, right? Oh, God. I don't even know what I'm saying right now to you guys, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel about my life. So that's it. That's what you get. I know I sound downtrodden, but I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be downtrodden. I'm going to figure it out. And if you stick around long enough, you're going to see me figure it out. True. It's true. True story. I have this bad feeling, though, that there's another surgery coming up. And okay, I can do that. I can do it. I have to think about the positive things, right? Like, I'm so lucky to have wonderful medical care, because I would have already been dead by now if I didn't. I'm so lucky to have a family that is standing beside me and recognizes that I'm ill and things like that. And I've been able to recognize all the things I've taken for granted too. And I'm ashamed of that. But, you know, I realize it now. I realize it now. For sure. For sure. Okay, I guess I need to add some levity to this video, so I'm gonna read some titles from the Wall Street Journal, which nobody buys, by the way, because what's the point? They run the same headlines. You know, you just get one every couple of weeks, you'll be good. Anyways, these are the important ones to me. The S&P 500 rose Tuesday, closing 0.3% below its January record. The Dow advanced 63.6 points to 25,822.29. Woohoo! We're back in business, bitches. Economy's going up. JP Morgan is boosting its digital investing service with free trades for customers, a move that shook the world for online brokerage. And the bull market is set to become the longest. Wow. The longest bull market ever for the S&P 500 has featured widespread gains in contrast to the technology-led boom of the 1990s. That's what I like about the Wall Street Journal. They report things that you already fucking know if you have any kind of investing account. I just wasted $4, but that's okay. Still good shit. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good day. I'm going to have a good day too. I promise you. I'm going to work on that. Yep. All right. Bye, guys.